Today's video is based off of one verse, Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I used to think I knew what that verse meant because, it seemed pretty self-explanatory until Pastor Teray Roberts really put it in perspective in a preaching, and it really made me understand what that verse really means. God is always going to be there for us, yes, but strengthening isn't just positive all the time, and it actually includes breaking us and putting us in uncomfortable situations. God is going to tear down foundations that we're either relying on or put us in situations we're afraid of, because those aren't foundations we're supposed to be focused on. And when we're focused on the wrong things, that throws us on the wrong path, and we're really supposed to be focused on the things that God intended us to focus on. Those foundations he built were foundations that were built out of fear, whether that's fear of being alone, fear of being successful, fear of not having enough money, fear of whatever it is you fear. And off instinct, we're going to react and think that's so negative just because the feeling that comes with that feels negative, but really it's strengthening in disguise. When God tears down those foundations, it's not so you can have less, it's ultimately so you can have more at the end of the day. And until you can wholeheartedly trust God and work towards being that person He wants you to be, you're not going to get out of that uncomfortable situation or find that clarity or peace. Pastor used his son not being able to swim as an example during this preaching, and it was that his son didn't know how to swim, and they were at a barbecue and someone threw him into the pool not knowing he didn't know how to swim. But, when his son was thrown in the water, he magically started swimming and found out that he knew how to swim this whole time. And sometimes that's how God works. God will throw us in a situation that we're afraid to be in to show us that we actually do know how to swim and just don't know it yet. Before this preaching, I was always wondering about why certain friendships and relationships didn't work out. Why didn't I get certain opportunities that I knew I was going to get? Why was He allowing me to feel this certain pain? And I realized it was because those things needed to happen to get where I am meant to be in life, and also because that wasn't God's best for me. The overall message is, if you're in a tough situation, trust and know that God has pre-qualified you to be there, and you're going to come out of it a stronger and better person. Today I want you to think about two things. First, the bad things that are going on in your life. I don't want you to look at them as bad things anymore, and just try to change your mindset to it's just not God's best for you and you shouldn't be in that certain situation. The second thing is to think about the one thing that you've been putting off for so long because you're afraid. Just attack it and go after it, because I promise you can do it, you just don't know it yet. I hope that this message helped you as much as it helped me. And if you like the video, make sure to subscribe, because I'll have a new inspirational video every Tuesday. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.
A lot of guys forget about Valentine's Day, and they've been asking what they should do last minute. So what last minute advice do you have for those guys who forgot about Valentine's Day?
Man, it's a lot